Aloha! In this video, we're going to talk about teaching infinite banking and the TFCGW strategy to your kids. We here at SCFSIC are huge advocates of financial literacy education. We're so passionate about it, in fact, we created a nonprofit organization to promote financial literacy education. It's called Hawaii Financial Freethinkers Academy, and it's featured on our website, infinitebankinghawaii.org. In fact, back in 2019, we created a whole curriculum to teach financial literacy and began promoting that program to local businesses. And since it became impossible to actually conduct the classes in person due to the COVID pandemic, in 2020, we recorded the classes so they can be accessed as on-demand videos online. Well, the purpose of this video is not to promote that program, but one of the classes is all about the tax-free cash growth warehouse strategy. And I mean, there really isn't a better or even equal strategy to teach to help people improve their financial well-being. And since financial literacy isn't taught in schools, at least not to the level that what is taught can truly elevate a person's financial life, it really becomes a parent's obligation and privilege to teach their children the truths and strategies that can. And again, there's no better tool for equipping your kids for financial success than the tax-free cash growth warehouse infinite banking strategy. And we often have clients ask us about how to go about teaching their kids about this strategy. So let's lay out some ideas right here, right now. The best way to teach the infinite banking TFCGW strategy to your children is to establish an account for them. The younger they are when you start their account, the better. A couple of reasons for that. First, the premiums are set when the account is started, and they will not increase ever. And the younger they are, the lower the premium is. Also, the earlier the account gets started, the longer it has to grow cash value that can be used with the TFCGW banking strategy. Just be aware that the cash value doesn't grow quite as robustly when the insured is very young. And also the MEC limit will be lower in relation to the face value of the policy. Real quick, the reason for the slower cash value growth is mostly because since the premium is locked in for life at the very low rate for a young child, the risk to the provider is much higher as the child grows to adulthood and beyond. As a result, the cost of insurance with the mortality rate increases to the provider, but the premium stays very low. So in the shorter term, more goes to the provider than to the cash value in these juvenile policies. Okay, they do grow cash value, and they are a great value and an excellent asset. There's just less being paid in overall in the beginning years. So the cash value grows a little slower than that for an older adult. Okay, back to teaching the strategy and financial astuteness. As the child matures and money issues begin to arise, you can show them the asset that you have established for them, show them the tabular values of the illustration and how the savings of the account was projected to grow. You can always have an in-force illustration produced by your agent or the provider, and then you can show and compare the tabular value projections and the current actual results or performance of the account. And in my experience, the actual performance always exceeds the projected growth of the cash value. So it's awesome product. When you deem it's ready and your child is ready to experience the real finance world, and there is something your child wants to buy, read motivation, you can set up a business account for them with you as their advisor and trustee. Now, I would suggest that you help them actually go into business for themselves. Perhaps a lemonade stand, or maybe selling cookies, or a lawn mowing service, something that has a measure of accounting. If they're a little older, say in their late teens or early 20s, it'll be helpful to encourage them to take on something a little more sophisticated, something they're interested in. Maybe buying things at garage sales to resell on eBay, or silkscreen t-shirts, or maybe homemade jewelry, or whatever. The point is to start some kind of business where they have to purchase inventory, do some kind of marketing, and then sell the merchandise for a profit. They will also need to track profit and loss. So, the first thing is to decide what the business will be, then come up with a business plan, including profit and loss projections and a proposal to the bank, that'll be you, for a loan to finance the startup, and include a repayment plan. You'll want to help to guide them through the process and fine-tune the proposal. Then, once the plan is well designed and the merchandise and marketing has been researched, it's time to take a leverage loan from your child's TFCGW account, buy some inventory, and get started in business. Real life experience like this is a very powerful way to learn and understand business and financing. What we've just set out here is very similar to what the Rockefeller family has done for generations. And there's no disputing that it has resulted in much business and financial success for them. There's a book called What Would the Rockefellers Do? That goes into how the Rockefeller patriarchs set up their family company, and using infinite banking strategy and a family trust to teach business finance to their heirs. And they continue to practice this strategy to this day. And and it's a good read, and it's a good model to base your own teaching on. This isn't the only way to go about teaching your kids the TFCGW strategy, but it is a good one. Just offering ideas here. Now remember, we're here to help. If you don't already have a TFCGW account, we can work with you to analyze your financial goals and how you may best utilize the strategy. We can design an account or accounts for you and get you set up and coach you as you get started using this powerful financial tool. Of course, if you haven't already, we urge you to watch our free webinar, How to Become Master of Your Financial World. There, you'll learn why this strategy is so important and so incredibly powerful, and the steps to getting your own account started. You'll even see an actual real-life example of putting the strategy into use, multiplying the power of your money, and actually getting a 7 times return on money spent. Click the link in the description box below here to watch the webinar. At the end of the webinar, you'll be offered the opportunity to apply to become a client of ours and receive our coaching. Also, please subscribe to this channel and post your comments and questions here. For now, aloha and mahalo for watching.